Since you're here watching me clean out this disaster of a closet, I figured it's a good time to tell you a little bit more about me. My name is Katie. I'm a stay-at-home mom who loves DIY projects and organizing. I'm also a 2026 bride. I started sharing little bits of my home projects online, and now I'm slowly turning into something more. I'm the kind of person who feels calmer when my space is in order. But let's be honest, most of the time my house looks like real life, not Pinterest, especially when I'm working on a project. I do like showing the messy parts too, because that's real motherhood. Not, I woke up and my house is spotless and everything is in order. I love painting and transforming rooms on a budget. There's just something about seeing a boring wall turn into a fresh space that makes me so happy. I also might redo it a couple times, but don't tell my fiance. I also love organizing. Well, maybe not the mess before it, but that satisfying feeling after everything has a place. It makes life so much easier, especially with kids. I'm a big fan of finding little hacks too, but remember, I'm not a pro. Like, if there's a way to make something look pretty without spending a ton of money, I'm gonna figure it out. Dollar store bins and a label maker are basically my best friends. And of course, I love sharing the real side of all of this. Because yeah, it's fun to see the perfect after, but I think it's just as important to show the messy, chaotic before. That's real life, and I want people to know they're not alone in that. Because as a stay-at-home mom, my shit is not together. My ducks are far from a row. To be honest, they're really quacking at me all the time. But honestly, sometimes my projects don't go as planned. I've had paint colors that looked amazing in the store, but terrible on my wall. Or organizing systems that lasted maybe 2 weeks before the kids wrecked them. I share those too, because that's real life. My family is a huge part of why I do this. I want my kids to grow up in a home that feels cozy and welcoming, not perfect, but full of love. And part of that, for me, is creating spaces that actually work for me, our everyday life, like stepping on a damn Lego. Outside of projects, I'm pretty simple. I love coffee, late night Pinterest scrolling for ideas I may or may not ever actually try, and those rare quiet moments when the house is clean for like 5 minutes. And if you're watching this thinking your house is too messy or you don't have time, trust me, I've been there. Anyone who's came to my house has probably came when my house is a disaster, because I could be working on one room and my toddler's tearing up the next. Start small, one drawer, one shelf, one closet. It's amazing how even the tiniest progress can give you a boost. So if you like seeing real projects, honest motherhood moments, and a little bit of chaos turned into calm, stick around. I've got plenty more spaces to tackle. Thanks for being here.